On an affordable product, you want to be closer to 50 or 60% the first 30 days, 50 to 65%, and then 75 to 85% the next 90. You know, as we're doing this together with suppliers, if the reorder weight falls below those thresholds, we got a problem.
Hey guys, this is Sid Patel here, live from Chicago, USA Trade Tasting. We're in the 7th edition of USA Trade Tasting. As you know, we've moved this event to Chicago from New York, and I'm here with one of the finest distributors in Chicago. They're into multiple states, but we're going to really talk about what are they looking for in a new brand, and let's say what is the current pulse, especially moving into 2024. What are their qualification criteria? So I think it will add value to if you're pitching to a distributor to be really ready for your meeting. Michael, thanks for joining me here.
Good to see us.
Great. So I love the deck that you had, right? Like, what are you looking for? And it had some 7-8 points. Why don't you just go on that and then we can double click on that?
Yeah. So there's definitely the numbers. There's the margin that you're looking for, the reorder rate you're looking for, the gap within the portfolio, the marketing fund that they're supporting, or collectively supporting. What are there incentives for the team to help them grow and build the brand? With all that, it's still a partnership. And like I said, when we were talking up there, we're betting on the romance of the business. We're betting on, telling the story, tasting the product, bringing it to life. But it is a battle out there. No one needs anything that we sell. We know that. So we are betting on our team to get out there, pound the streets, understand what the consumer's looking for, understand what the retailer's looking for, how to help them make money, how to help them differentiate themselves in the market. But it's got if you get away from that win-win-win scenario, you're not going to succeed, and that's true. Self-distributing can only get you so far. LibDib, a great company, great resource. But again, you gotta when you go to that next level to build a brand, you get the power's on the streets.
I think I've sold a lot of wine as well, and I've done distribution. After the first round, when you give your reps, your team that, okay guys, take this Monday, Tuesday, or maybe this week, right? Yep. We're launching this, and everyone's motivated, it's all done, you've done your bit, you've knocked your doors, but let's say you've still converted some retailers and you've done your best. Now, it is sort of on luck a little bit. So how much is the luck, and what kind of support people can do, or maybe some tips you have immediately in the first 10 days to drive some depletions and get some momentum?
The landscape's changed a lot. The last, even pre-COVID and then COVID with social media and people being able to touch the brands in so many different ways. We have brands that are amazing on Instagram and have a following and slowly engage their following.
So they take depletion report from you, and then they sort of tag the retailers. They buy from here.
Tag the retailers, tag the bar, restaurant, and they do a very good job of kind of grassroots marketing.
Nice.
They had to learn that and develop that because they couldn't do the tastings for a long time. Yep. Tastings now are back. People are excited to go back and taste, and that's I'm just a true believer that if you're with a good product, good packaging, liquid to lips is the best way to succeed. We built a lot of brands from no one's ever even seen it to multi-thousand case brands in our market.
You spoke about reorder rate, right?
Yeah.
So I understand it depends on the price, the value, the category, and sort of but give me 2 or 3 examples of what that looks like. Is it like if you placed a pallet order for a supplier, and then you're placing another pallet after 2 months? Is that a good thing?
So what I was talking about is more reorder rate with the customer. The customer's reorder rate. We look at
how frequently retailer is buying from you?
Yeah, so we're like 7 to 8 times as purchasing. So we're pretty balanced there. 7 to 8 times a year, we're rotating our product.
Understood.
That is dictated by our reorder rate and the customer. And when you look at, so we divide it into 2 things: wine and spirits, and then premium and affordable.
Okay.
When you have a premium product, your reorder rate for the first 30 days, 25 to 35% is okay.
All right, understood.
35 to 55 for 60 days is okay, and then anything above 60 for 90 days is good. It's great. On an affordable product, you want to be closer to 50 or 60% the first 30 days. Then 50 to 65%, and then 75 to 85% the next 90. That's where as we're doing this together with suppliers, if the reorder rate falls below those thresholds, we got a problem. Product's not moving. We're not doing our best as a team to get the product moving off the shelves.
Yep. So I think that's a very good data. So I would say watch out for that. Watch out for the numbers. Ask for the distributor. Because end of the day, you want to move your product, right? So I think that's amazing. What other sort of data that they can use as an insight on how their brand is performing?
We like to concentrate on certain areas, so go deeper instead of wider. So how are they going to give you your first 30 days as a distributor? What's the focus? Is it going to be rural? Is it going to be north suburb or north city, central city, on premise, off premise? You want to kind of put it on the distributor on how do they see the brand, so that you can then gauge your playbook from there. We've had brands where
but just to clarify that, you want them to define the consumer, the territory, that, okay, guys, go here.
Yep.
Understood.
Yeah, and then momentum's in our name. You take that momentum, and it's contagious. Oh, this guy's doing great. And it just keeps building. And
understood.
We have some brands that will go to focus on certain sales reps to start, which is another tactic to crawl before you figure out what you really have. But what we like to say is we're nimble. We adjust. We're not stuck one path. We can change immediately.
Nice. Let's pick on, what are the 3 or 4 product types that you expect to buy, or there are gaps, or you're buying in 2024, and what are 3 or 4 things that you're reducing your portfolio in?
So right now, as we're growing our portfolio category-wise, you got your tequilas that are doing really well. They're starting to gain a lot of traction. There's the buzzwords, additive-free, all-natural, organic. So, but we can't have too many of those. So I think we're pretty good on those. If someone comes in that already has distribution, we'll definitely explore it and see how we can maybe help enhance. Our Scotch book is light. Scotch is starting to hold its own, but the big names are. Irish whiskey is different for each market. Irish whiskey in Colorado does very well. Irish whiskey in Illinois, it's Jameson. And it's not Jameson is it. That's it. So it's a different animal here. What we're really looking for is partners. We're not really stuck on. Our book is pretty solid. We don't.
So you're betting on the supplier, the quality of the partner.
Yeah.
Betting on the horse, basically.
And we unfortunately, but we've had to part ways with over 100 suppliers this year just because they weren't mutually investing with us to grow the brand.
Understood.
So we are always holding our suppliers accountable too.
One last one, if we flip the hat, like you are the supplier, now you know your business like anything, right? One of the challenge, which obviously a lot of brands, we're just trying to give value to them, is how do I even reach you? Like emails, as you know, you're getting every day, I'm sure, many emails. Phone calls you may not pick, right? Because there's just no need. And if there is a need, you will go out and find, for example. So what is a good way to growth hack, or put it, or to get in front of you, or, cold call, basically? How do we get that sales process?
First thing is a very eye-catching sample. Like, when I get samples, I've had unique samples some come ice cold, so I can, taste them right there. Come with POS or things like that. Is really having a good sample to catch the eye right when they get it. And then follow up, hey, I know that you got your sample today. We'd love to talk to you about it. Those are probably the strongest. Cool. They're tracking it.
Nice. Any other closing remarks you have for the brands trying to grow with distribution partners?
Get back to the streets and stay gritty. The harder you work, the team's going to see it, and they're going to work that much harder for you.